Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about the perfect workout guideline to slim down your legs. I know I don't look like somebody who is coming to talk about fitness and workouts and feeling the burn and all of those things because of this hoodie, but it's really cold. It's like 13 degrees now. I am literally freezing. Of course, it comes to a perfect workout guideline for you. I usually suggest that you know your body type first, because once you know your body type, then you can know how to work out. There's three: there's ectomorphs, there's mesomorphs, and there's endomorphs, and all of them work out differently, and all of them also diet differently. So I have videos specifically for ectos, mesos, and endos. I highly suggest you check those out, and also in my blog post I have one for mesos, one for endos, and one for ectos, so also check those out. So today's is just like a generalized kind of workout guideline for any kind of woman. I follow this myself, so I am actually going to open my blog post and I am going to be it's just there to guide me through. So I am going to be sharing with you the workout guideline which I follow myself, which is also available in an ebook kind of format, and it's available for purchase on my website, and I highly suggest you check that out so that we can kind of start this journey together. And of course there's full support for anyone who is doing the workout guideline, the Getting Toned and Lean one, so I highly suggest you check it out. And let's get into the video. So when it comes to the workout side, because there's workout and there's diet, when it comes to the workout side, I usually do HIIT not more than twice a week. I know I've talked a lot about HIIT before, and I did a video as to why HIIT might not be good, especially if you're looking to slim down your legs, just because a lot of HIIT uses a lot of leg muscles, and you don't want to overuse those babies, because the moment you overuse them, the more they grow, and once they grow, that's when you become bulky and you don't see a difference in your legs. They just become bigger, which is not what you want. So when it comes to HIIT, I would say not more than twice a week. The second thing when it comes to the workout side is usually low intensity kind of workouts. They're called resistance training. In my opinion, they're the kind of workouts which are there on my channel now. They look like really easy kind of workouts to do when you look at them, not when you do them. When you do them, you're literally sweating, crying, feeling the burn, screaming inside. Kind of workouts you go and do them in a gym, and people will literally look at you and be like, do you not know how to work out, you know? And you just feel like telling them, you know, I can't do what you do, you guys, because you know, you can start going into the basics. But it's that kind of workouts. Diana Wang, Sanne Vander, Attard, those kind of workout trainers do those kind of workouts. They're the kind of workouts which are very model inspired, very slow, feel the burn, you know, feel good, look good, but you're dying inside at the same time. You can do one of them, you will get what I mean. So the low intensity, when it comes to slimming down your legs, I would go for something like 3 times a week, and then HIIT is 2 times a week. So I forgot to mention this. HIIT is really good for helping you burn loads of calories. Like, I know HIIT workouts which you can burn even like 900 calories, which is insane. But as much as you can burn that much, I'm not into that, because I do HIIT very minimal. I don't do it a lot. Low intensity on the other side is really good for helping you strengthen those muscles and helping you tone up. And because it's low intensity, it really doesn't focus on you overusing the muscles. So you'll just tone up beautifully without adding extra muscle. So you don't get to see the bulk in doing such workouts. The other one is doing cardio, and my favorite kind of cardio when it comes to slimming down your legs is usually just walking. So walking for me is kind of the no-brainer thing when it comes to slimming down your legs. It has to be there, and I usually do walking at least 10,000 steps for 5 days a week. because walking is really what helps with slimming down your legs. Again, I've talked about how walking does burn fat in your thighs. You can check that video out, and it will go into the basics of how the body works when you're walking in place, when you're doing other kind of workouts, and really just guides you through, and you get to see why walking is the best kind of workout to slim down your legs, especially those that have bulked up. So that is HIIT, 2 times a week, low intensity, steady state cardio, low intensity kind of workouts. Did I say 3 times a week? 3 times a week, and then walking is 5 times a week. The other 2 days are kind of more or less of rest days. On Sundays I don't do anything because I just want those muscles to rest. And then in between the week, maybe one day, a Tuesday or a Thursday, I will have another kind of rest day, just depending on how I worked out. Because there's also a lot when it comes to how you work out. Sometimes I do a workout which really needs me to have a 24-hour recovery day just to let those muscles work. The good thing about my program is that all of that is laid down for you, so you know when to rest, when not to rest, that sort of thing. So now I am done with the workout side. Let's now jump to the diet side. So when it comes to diet, of course you want to have a diet which will help you in the workouts you're doing. Like when you start a program, it's not just a program which is detailed for you, like do this on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, it's kind of more of a lifestyle, and you want it to be that. So diet is very, very important when it comes to slimming down your legs. So I think it's a no-brainer at this point that once you're working out, of course, you want to try and be in a calorie deficit, something below the daily recommended guidelines, which is usually 2,000 for women. So you want to go below that by 500. So you want to be in a calorie deficit diet of 1,500. So you're having 1,500 calories in a day. Again, I usually say this, do not be so much into the numbers. Just track your calories in 1 week, and then you just get the general idea of how many calories I consume, so that you don't have to be counting calories every day. It looks funny. You know what I mean? So just track all of them for like a week, and then after that you now have an idea of what you should be eating. So that was the first tip in diet. Just make sure your calories are somewhere 1,500. And of course there's something which is more important than calories, and I think that we now know this. It's usually the macronutrients. So I'm going to hop on my phone because I don't know the numbers offhand, and I'm going to read for you and show you the macros you should be having. So just while I find this, the macros are very important, and because a lot of people kind of dismiss them and they don't, it's not something which is talked about a lot, but I just want to show you guys what we mean. So when it comes to macros, they're usually just carbs, protein and fat. I just opened my blog post which has the percentages, and the first one is carbohydrates. That is 30 to 35% carbs. Now I'm not saying this so that you can buy my program or any other program which is out there, but it's really necessary just to have that guide with you, because most of us do not know these things. There's carbs in fruits, so once you might be taking a fruit and thinking, oh, there's no carbs in this, but that fruit has sugar. Sugar is ideally converted into glucose, which is the same thing that happens with a carb. So you might be having more carbs than you actually think just because it's a fruit or something. So just try get into a program or a diet plan that gives you all of that, because all of those are usually now calculated. So now carbs is 30 to 35% of carbs. You want your diet to be extremely low carb. I'm not saying no carbs at all. Carbs are energy giving foods, so don't skip them, but go on a low carb kind of diet. So 30 to 35% is ideal for carbs. Proteins is usually 35 to 40% of protein. Now protein looks like it's the biggest percentage in this one, just because proteins are what help you recover and build that muscle back into a kind of way which you want. Remember, you're doing the low intensity kind of workouts. You're stretching those muscles, you're tearing them, you know. It sounds bad to say, but you're tearing them. That's why you sometimes get muscle cramps, right? So you want to have a diet in place that really helps repair those kind of muscles and everything, because proteins are bodybuilding foods. We all know that now, I'm sure. And then the last one is usually fat. Now fat has 30%, which might sound like it's a lot for fat, but it's not. Again, I did talk about, or maybe I didn't, about why fat is very important when you slimming down your legs, and it's connected with why walking is also important. Now let me just mention a bit. When you're walking, your body will use fat in place of carbs, so you want to have that fat for your body to use. And when we talk about the fat, it's not the wrong kind of fat. It's not fries, it's not that. It's healthy fat, it's almonds, it's salmon, it's those healthy nuts, those kind of things that have the healthy fat in them. So the next time you're making a meal, just try prepare your meal in that kind of way. Carbs, proteins, fat, all of that in those percentages. There was workouts, there was diet, and now recovery. Just try, make sure you have those recovery days. Are extremely important. Your body does more actually when you're in recovery mode than when you're working out. So yeah, that's a tip. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope to see you guys next time. If you have any questions, as usual, there's a dog barking. Kindly stop. I don't know who went there. If you have any questions, leave them as a comment down below, or also you can text me on my Insta. I reply to everyone, just so you know. And hope to see you guys next time. Till then, ciao.